Welcome back students to Alchemy online class. Hope you have gone through extra marks app for yesterday's content and you have got the answer of yesterday's question. The question was, why woolen clothes are worn in winter? The answer is, woolen clothes are worn in winters because woolen clothes are having space in them which can trap the air. This air is poor conductor of heat. Because of that, the heat of body does not escape from that woolen cloth and it is not going out. So it remains over there and it protects the body from the outside cold weather. So woolen clothes are worn during winters. Before we start today's topic, we will just recall whatever we learnt yesterday. Yesterday we learned that fabric is made up of fibers and the fibers are of two types, natural fibers and the synthetic fibers. Natural fibers are obtained from the plants or animals and the synthetic fibers are obtained from the or made from the chemicals. Natural fibers which are obtained from plants are jute, cotton, and from animals we obtain wool and silk. Nylon, acrylic and polyester are the examples of synthetic fibers. Then we started with wool. In that we learned that wool is obtained from the fleece of the animals like sheep, goat, yak, etc. This fleece is made up of two types of fibers, the coarse bear hair or the fine hair which are found fine soft underhair. The fine soft underhair is used as wool. Then we have seen different breeds of animals which are used for getting the wool. We have learnt about selective breeding also. We have learnt about the breeds which are used in India for getting wool. We learned that not only sheep wool but other animals wool like the wool of Angora goat which is known as mohair is used in India. Then we have learnt about the wool which is obtained from Kashmiri goat which is known as Kashmir and from which the Pashmina shawls are made. Then we learnt about that the wool is also obtained from the animals like yak and camel also. Then we have learned that llama, alpaca, these are the animals which are reared in South America for obtaining the wool and their wool is the softest wool in the world. We have not learned about one example, that is Angora wool. Angora wool is obtained from the Angora rabbit. So this we have learnt yesterday and now we will start today's topic in which we are going to learn that different types of breed found in India in different regions. As you know now that the animals like sheep, goat, yak and camel are reared in India for getting wool from them. Now see in the next image the regions in which these animals are reared. Now we will start the topic from fiber to wool. As you all know that for obtaining wool, sheep are reared. Their hair is cut and it is processed into wool. So in this process, many things are involved or many other procedures are involved. So we are going to learn about these processes in detail. But before that, we must know that how these sheep are reared and where, in which areas and which different types of breeds of sheep are reared in India. So we will start with rearing and breeding of sheep. When you are traveling from the hilly areas of Jammu and Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh, Uttaranchal, Arunachal Pradesh and Sikkim or the plains of Haryana, Punjab, Rajasthan and Gujarat, you must have observed that the shepherds are taking their herds of sheep for grazing. The sheep are the herbivores. They are feeding on grass and leaves. But apart from this grazing, the sheep are given some other food also. Rearers also feed them on mixture of pulses, corn, jowar, oil cakes and minerals. Oil cakes are the materials which are left after the extraction of oil from the seeds. Then in winters, the rearers are keeping the sheep indoors and they are giving them leaves, grain or dry fodder as food. Now you have seen in the map the areas or the regions of India where the sheep are reared. Now see this table in which the different breeds of sheep are given and the states in which they are reared also mentioned in that. The quality and the texture of the fibers obtained from these breeds also mentioned in that table. So go through that table. Certain breeds of sheep have thick coat of hair on their body which yields good quality wool in large quantities. That means they are giving the wool which is of a very good quality and it is also in large amount. So here this type of animals or this type of breeds are used for selective breeding. As you know that in selective breeding, one of the parent of sheep is of the good breed. Once the growth of hair is there, then the hair is shaved off and it is allowed to pass through different processes to get the wool. This shaved off hair of the sheep and the wool that we get from the market for knitting the sweaters and shawls are totally different. This wool that we get from the market is the finished product and the sheep hair now has to undergo many processes. The processes like shearing, scoring, sorting, removing burr or carding, dyeing, making yarns, etc. These are the processes through which the hair of sheep will go through and then it will be converted into the fine product like the wool. So we will learn about these processes in detail, but today we will stop here. Now it's time for recapitulation. We will recapitulate whatever we have learned today in brief. Today we started with the map in which we have seen that the different parts of India where the animals like sheep, goat, yak, camel, etc. are reared for getting wool. Then we have learned about the rearing and feeding of sheep. In that we learned how the sheep are reared and which areas they are reared and which type of food is given to them. Then we have seen the table in which the different breeds of sheep are mentioned and the quality, texture of wool or fiber that we obtain from them also mentioned in that. Then we have learned that in getting wool from fiber, many processes like shearing, scoring, then sorting, grading, carding and many more processes are involved in this. We will learn about these processes in detail tomorrow. Now it's time for today's homework. Today's homework is go through Extra Marks app and answer the following questions. The first question is, does Angora fiber come from goat or rabbit? Second question is, which type of wool is used to make pashmina shawls? I repeat the questions. First question is, does Angora fiber come from goat or rabbit? And second question is, which type of wool is used to make pashmina shawls? We will meet tomorrow once again with the same chapter. Till then, be at home, be safe and keep learning.